All right, hello there. My name is Brian Yuri, and today I'm going to be explaining here this math equation here from the Test 2 for Mac 1114 class here today. And we're going to right off the bat here start off with the question here. It says, give the exact value of theta in the interval, and then the given interval, such that cos of theta equals -1.5. And the first thing we kind of have to find here is what are we looking for here? So we're looking for the exact value of theta. So we're looking for the value of theta. That's our aim right here. And it has to be in this interval right here. And we know that these intervals correspond to a point on the unit circle, right? So, and it's such that cos of theta equals -1.5. That will be a very important key as well later. So we have our information that we need. So already we should first be dealing with here the interval. This is kind of like our clue here, like our map guide. So I'm going to draw a really rough unit circle here. It's a bit rough, but you can assume that this is a unit circle and there's going to be 4 quadrants here, right? Now, we know from our classic unit circle here, if you don't have one pulled up or not, that pi is right here. We know that pi is right here. And we also know that pi 2 is here. Then we have 0 here. And then we have 3 pi 2. Sorry for the denotation. This pencil is not the best. But we know already that our interval is here, and where do we see this interval right here? We see pi over 2 and pi right here. So that immediately tells us that these intervals 1, 3, and 4 are not going to be used. So we're not aiming for these. We're aiming for this target area right here. So we know it has to be something in this area. And we also know that this is also split into little parts here. Might as well split it for understanding here. Our next step is going to be now identifying the cos here according to this section of the unit circle here. We know off of the unit circle that without the negative, cos of 1.5 corresponds to pi over 3. Pi over 3. This is a common rule here that we have on the unit circle. It's a standard here that we can use, that this corresponds to pi over 3. So this is going to be our little weapon here to finding out what we have over here. So pi over 3, how big is it on the unit circle? Now, pi over 3, if we actually go to the first quadrant for easier understanding, you know, even though I kind of scratched it out here, pi over 3 is actually around 60 degrees right here. So it covers about this portion of the unit circle. So we could just mirror the same thing right here. It covers about this portion here. And now we just need to find the value of theta, right? Because this is our reference angle here that we technically have. We just now need to find our mystery right here. This is what we're finding here. So we need to find the exact value of this angle here, theta. And how are we going to find that? Well, once again, using the weapon here, we're going to take the whole thing, right? The whole thing here is pi, right? This interval here, the whole thing, we're going to start from pi here. What we're going to do is we're going to take pi and we are going to subtract it by pi over 3. And that is going to give us our value here. And if you pull out your calculators or however you wish to do it, it's going to end up giving you this number here, 2 pi over 3. And 2 pi over 3 corresponds to this section right here. And on the unit circle, you'll actually see that, yes, indeed, that is right here what it corresponds to. So in the end, we have that theta equals 2 pi over 3. This is going to be our final answer here. And that is going to be how you answer number 5 on the test. And I hope you enjoyed that explanation.